Did you do a test or the broadcast? Yes, sir. On the channel.
What about mine? Send me a link or send Eric a link or something and post it on the page.
But it's not. Go ahead, Vince.
I was accidentally hitting my button.
I know a bunch of people are trying to watch it right now. Grab that, Eric, and post it.
Yes, master.
Well, I would, but I'm a little busy.
You want me to wait till we get the sound resolved to post it or not, or what?
No, it's practice. Just go ahead. No big deal.
Alright, buddy.
Did you put it in BS Scar or BS Holler Boys?
Holler, boys.
What time's this starting, Vince?
Yeah, we got about 18 minutes left to practice.
Okay.
You got me now, boys?
10-4.
Alright. My audio's working now. I got it figured out.
That Steve knows everything, computer-wise.
I don't know about that. I've just been messing with it.
What's up, Doc?
So anytime that we key up in Discord, it's going to be broadcasted too, right?
Well, I mean, if that's going to give y'all an issue, me and Steve could go to the broadcast room or a different room.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're all already in here. I don't know how Vince's or Steve's got it set up to do that. So whatever's easiest, we can make our own channel.
Yeah, you got us. Damn fool. So Vince, Carson, and Brian's running in it, right?
Yep.
You too, aren't you?
Nah.
Yeah, it's gonna get real fun when we start slicking the track off.
Oh, during that practice I had, we had the whole fucking track slicked off.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you need to see because that's what you're really gonna be racing on. These tires got so much grip now, man. It's hard getting used to it or adjusting to it because my marks are a little different. Good part is you got to test it with the new tire setting on that slick, so you know.
Let me know when you post that, Derek, so I can send it to a few people.
So the race is going to start about 9:15.
Yeah, give or take. We got 14 minutes left.
How many are you starting in the race, Vince?
So what'll happen is the plan is to have 5 heats. 4 will transfer over from each set of heats, and then the consolation will be 5. We will start 25 in the feature.
Okay, so I put dirt money race with HBR drivers Vince Short, Carson Conway, and Brian Rose Racing. Steve Singer and Eric Dotson are doing their first broadcast for the race. Come watch us. Race starts at 9:14. What y'all think?
Love it.
Hey, somebody ought to share that link to the SCAR page.
You guys still got me in the Discord here?
Yeah.
My bad, Alan. Y'all good? Hey, Chris Hill, you got a copy?
Check.
Thanks for hosting, Vincent. Yes, sir. Okay. Trying to stay away from cautions at this place as much as possible. Okay, cool. Thanks for hosting. Yeah,
for hunting, eh? Cool.
Mic check 1, 2.
It's loud and clear.
Sounds good.
Real clear.
Just playing with the audio here, trying to make sure it's loud enough to go over the cars. Still clear, good volume?
You're louder now.
Too loud or leave it?
No. I'm trying to listen to it on the stream too, and I can hear you.
Alright. We're gonna roll with this. Eric, when practice is over, let's bump over to broadcast room. I can smell you from here.
Somebody called my mama a whore. Boy, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I think Bobby has us all blocked.
Everything you say is going out over the stream, FYI.
Alan's in the red 3 car.
HBR guys, don't forget everything you say in the Discord right now is going out over the stream.
That's what I just said.
Man, it's already slicked off.
Looks like the check will be at 15% for qualifying, and then we'll carry over.
So in 2 minutes, it's qualifying events.
Yep.
So that's how the heats are matched up, though, through the qualifying.
Yeah, what it'll do is, based on the qualifying, it'll break it into groups of 10, roughly. And top 4 of each heat, qualifying-wise, will invert.
Eric, let's switch over to. Oh, fuck. Eric, let's switch over to broadcast channel.
Okay. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yeah, Eric, I got you. Eric, what feed are you using to watch the race live? iRacing?
I am on iRacing right now, yes.
Alright, just make sure you periodically check to make sure that you're running live and you're not a lap behind.
10-4. Looks like we got a few holler boys up in the top 10 qualifying.
So far, so good.
Looks like we got everybody but about 10 people that's qualified.
Got a strong field here tonight.
I think the money race is bringing everybody out for a little bit of competition. Have you raced with any of these guys on dirt before? Or on asphalt or anything?
Well, I mean, some of the guys from SCAR, obviously, but a couple of them from IROC, but for the most part, I mean, it's new names.
Me, I know of course, the Holler Boys race team, and then the boys from SCAR on here tonight. Hopefully get to know the IROC guys.
Yeah, I was hoping to get some practice at Vegas tonight, but just have to do a little bit before tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's going to be a good race tomorrow. Vegas is always fun.
Not a track I liked initially, but I do now.
We got for those of you all listening, me and Steve will be in a Las Vegas truck race tomorrow in a different league. So, it'll be broadcasted, try to join in, watch it. Right now, I think we're, Vince, 6th and 7th in the points?
Yeah, I'm running 7th in the points after that finish, unfortunately. I had it won until the last, 1,000 yards.
Yeah, we was, me, Vince, and Carson was all up front most of the race, and there at the end ended up getting into some trouble at Daytona. So we're all three looking to rebound at Vegas.
So Eric, you had some laps out here in the dirt tonight. What do you think about the track?
I think early on it was pretty fun. You could go about anywhere you wanted. The more laps you run, the slicker the track gets. So I know it's going to start out fresh from qualifying, and I think it'll get looser as we go on.
Now, I'll be the first one to admit I am not a dirt guy, but they are fun to watch, so we'll see how things go tonight.
Yeah, I think from the looks of it, we got some great drivers in here, and I think it's going to be some good racing. Sounds like some of them's a little anxious to go right now. It looks like they are not any holler boys in this first heat race.
Yeah, that's what's the question I was going to ask. Is it looks like we're doing features, heats, all that good stuff. So let's get a good crowd of guys tonight.
Yeah, looks like Jonathan Starkey starting on the pole here. So. I don't think we got any Scar guys on here either, do we?
It did.
Yeah, not in this heat. It doesn't appear to be.
So no Scar or HBR guys.
The last grade is hit with the wall. You're a piece of shit. Joke, man. Joke. Don't kill me.
Green flag.
This truck's in, we're going green. A little trouble off the start.
Looks like the pole sitter got a little late start there.
Almost appeared like he backed out of it.
The 23 looks like he came here to race. Being out there in practice with these guys and running a few laps, I know the 45 here of the Kyle Jarrett, I heard his name brought up a lot.
How the hell did I get seated in the pit? I didn't go in the pit.
Yeah, a lot of these names, at least this heat, I don't recognize.
Probably
There's
hit the
definitely some
cone.
guys out here that know what they're doing on dirt.
Probably hit the cone.
I did hit the cone.
Yeah, they're having some great side-by-side racing up front. It's just crazy how, you know, some guys are faster by a lot on the low side and some's faster on the high side.
You know, I think a lot of that's experience. I know I've watched Vincent Short run some of these, and he tends to run that high line, and he can really make up some time up there, but also when the track starts to slick off, he gets a little quicker as well. It's all about learning the track and kind of watching conditions.
When I was out there practicing with them, I was faster in the turns, obviously running low, but it killed my straightaway speed so much that I was actually overall faster running up high like Vince does.
No, we got trouble going into 3. Looked like a one-car incident. I believe it might have been the 97.
Looks like the white flag just came out, and the 23 and 45 are nose to tail right now. I think the 23 is going to be able to get it.
Looking to the inside. Photo finish. Not quite. Not enough.
If that 45 would have had another lap or two, I think he may have been able to get that heat victory.
Well, it was a quick heat, but what do you think, Eric?
I think everybody kind of just ran their line and ran their race, and it was very quick. I figured it would be a little bit longer than that, but they done what they could to get out there, and 45 of Kyle Jarrett ended up getting in some traffic early on, and he wasn't able to rebound from it.
It's lit, dude. That thing's sick. Yeah, that is pretty tight.
And that's cheating. His engine's warmer than ours.
So it looks like on that first heat, the 23 of Balin Powell won. Kyle Jarrett in the 45 was second. Jonathan Starkey third. Zach Nunner fourth. And Andrew Tenoid fifth. So get ready to go green in the second heat race. What do you think, Vince?
I don't know if Vince is in the broadcast room, but
I mean, Steve, I'm sorry.
I don't know. This is all pretty foreign to me, man. I mean, I've never broadcast a race. I've streamed a few here and there, but first broadcast, first dirt race. Let's see how things go. Looks like Brian Rose in the 89 starting row 2. Little contact at the start.
Yeah, looks like Brian got a little fouled up there from the start. Hopefully he'll be able to.
Oh,
looks like he just got wrecked. Wrecking everywhere.
Yep.
So there are no cautions in the heat, right, Steve?
You know, I wasn't made aware one way or another, but it certainly seems that way.
So it looks like the 33 of Mark Kincaid is running away with it. Or, I'm sorry, 54's Mark Kincaid. And Devin Whitlock is the 33 car.
Looks like a pretty close battle up front, though.
Yeah, these two are racing it out right now. Looks like the 54's trying to duck under him. '54's getting under him here.
Side by side at the line, 54 to the lead into 1.
I think 33 kind of gave it to him and was going to try a cross over there because he went into that turn real slow, and you can see if the 33's high right here, he'll get a good run coming off the turn.
'54 Mark Kincaid played that one pretty well.
He's got that low side down, and that low side was harder to be faster on when I was out there practicing with him earlier.
White flag is out, last lap. 33 on the high side, getting a run.
It's going to be a great finish.
Here to come out of fourth, 33 with the momentum. Can he beat him to the line? Ooh, too close to call. Looks like the 33 got it. 33 of Devin Whitlock takes the win of that heat.
Margin of victory .010. That was a great finish.
Yeah, I'd say that was pretty tight.
So we had Devin Whitlock winning the race, number 33. Mark Kincaid in the 54. Blaine Sajinga in the 38. Finishing third, and looks like Brian Rose out of Holler Boys ended up with a sixth place finish.
Great heat for sure. This ought to be interesting too. Heat number 3, we've got a couple of superior class auto racing guys. Bobby Hamilton Jr., Thomas Mullen. We've got Carson Conway in the 8 car, number 3, Alan DeFries.
This was probably the most familiar group of guys that I'm sure me and you have been with that's been out there so far. So who you got in this one, Steve, if you had to guess? If you had to take somebody.
Just from my knowledge of some of these guys, Thomas spends a lot of time out here on the dirt. You know, Bobby's got a pretty good resume with his NASCAR career, so he can wheel just about anything with 4 wheels, but I think I put my money on Thomas.
I would say Thomas and Bobby will be tough. I haven't raced with either of them in the dirt. But you know, from what I've heard, these two guys will be tough to deal with.
Green this time by.
Hopefully the start's a lot better than the last race.
Flag.
We're off into turn 1. So Thomas McMullen out to the early lead. 3 wide behind him.
Looks like Bobby's not scared to take it 3 wide even on the dirt right now.
'51 to Thomas McMullen, holding strong on the outside for the lead.
This Knox Lumley is all over him right now.
Oh, around goes Thomas McMullen. Bobby Hamilton.
You're a fucking idiot.
Still a three-way battle for the lead between Bobby Hamilton, Knox Lumley, and Jordan McAvoy.
These guys they're racing tight right now. I mean, it takes a lot to hold it 3 wide in the dirt. You see Bobby just take a little bit of a hit there and break his momentum. Bobby gets such a great run on the low side to be coming out of the turn.
Well, Bobby's
on the
pretty
bottom.
smooth in most things that he drives anyway, so I think patience and being smooth is going to pay off here. You know, this isn't the money race, this is just the heat, but either way.
Looks like they've broke out to a 3-car lead here, with Bobby Hamilton Jr. kind of in the middle on the low side, and your first place and second place car running the high side right now. I think if Bobby can maybe clear the third place car and go high, he may have a shot of running this leader down.
Now, I'm not real sure what the transfer position is, but this is the last lap, so he's in P2. Let's see how he does. '42 is Steve Smiley making a move for second place. Bobby holding strong on the outside.
I think Bobby's going to get him.
So Jordan McAvoy taking P1, Bobby Hamilton Jr. second, Steve Smiley coming in third.
Looks like Holler's Boys driver Carson Conway ended up with a 6th place finish. So we do have Vince in here. Looks like Vince is starting 4th. And that is the only Scar or Holler Boys driver, correct?
Yeah, it looks like that is the case. Let me just take a quick peek here.
Vance is pretty smooth on the dirt, so I think I'll probably take Vince on this race.
Smooth or otherwise, Vince is just pretty decent on the dirt as it is. He's quick. He ran a money race here the other night. I don't know if it was Bristol or not, but he held his own against a guy with much more experience.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a good race. Looks like all these guys are going to bunch up, and hopefully we get a clean start and get some good green flag racing.
Now this is heat number 4. Coming to the green,
Green flag,
for 8
green
laps.
flag, green flag.
Looks like Vance taking it 3 wide.
Vince got the jump for sure. Had to swing to the outside, but he had to check up. Otherwise, he was going to end up in the wall.
Yeah, I think he done the smart thing there. He may end up in the wall by letting up, but he's wasting no time making it back up here.
Vincent Short up to P2.
Here he goes.
Let's ride on board with Vincent here for a minute. See if he can take the lead here.
he got a great run right there, and looks like he just had to get out of it a little bit to keep from hitting the first place car. He gonna try low again.
Vince is ultra competitive, even though it's just a heat. He wants that W.
He's making it stick on that bottom right now. Look, we'll see if he can complete the pass. He's doing the same thing I've done in practice when you get down too low.
Oh, a little bit of contact, way low.
Yeah, when you get down too low, it just makes you lose all your momentum coming out, and that looks like that's what happened with Vince.
Last lap. Not sure which car that was that went way low and cut up in front of Vincent Short there, but it definitely made some contact.
I got one of them. Yeah, you have black clear.
Finishing order, Joshua Thomas, Robert Pierce, number 3, Vincent Short coming in 3rd.
So we have a 3 more heats, is that right? Or is this the feature?
No, this is heat number 5, and then we got the D main, then the C main.
Okay.
And then probably some more mains.
It looks like we got Chris Mathis in this race that we are familiar with. That's the only one I'm familiar with, and I know, we race a lot with Chris in the SCAR League.
You nosedive like that and pump somebody out of a turn when you clearly are not going to make that turn, I will boot you immediately.
And, Chris is pretty fast in anything he does.
Sounds like Vince Short's not too pleased with the dive bomb.
Yeah, that's why I paused right there. So, who you got on this race, Steve?
I want to say Chris Mathis just because he's so strong at all the tracks that we run at within different leagues, but I've never seen him run on dirt, so I really can't make that call.
I ran with him earlier, and he was one of the few people that I seen that could really make that bottom stick and keep their momentum coming out of the turn. So I think he'll be trying to get to that bottom as quick as possible.
And same token, the 9 car, I think that's Paul Buzzell. I've run with him a little bit in the IROC League, and he's no slouch either.
Green flag.
Looks like a good clean start here. Looks like it's 3 wide behind the top 3. Chris Mathis going 3 wide early.
Go big or go home. Number 1 of Chris Mathis fighting for the lead.
It's so hard on dirt to control your car just because of the looseness of the track, and them 3 that just went side by side like that, 3 wide, they done fantastic. But it looks like Chris Mathis is out to the lead right now.
He's taking that high line that he loves, at least on asphalt.
Let's see if he's able to get past here on the low lane. It takes a good run to be able to do something on the low side right now here.
Yeah, it's going to change a lot between now and the end of the main. Right on board here with Chris and see what he's looking at.
Looks like he's got that high side down where he's just getting the run out of the turn, and as long as he continues to do that, I don't know if they'll be able to pass him.
Yeah, I'm seeing a whole lot of dirt out the front windshield, but not a whole lot of traffic. I will say that the groove is starting to slick up a little bit, so that might work in his wheelhouse as well.
The 15's done a great job being underneath him there for as long as he has. I mean, normally you'll see the inside groove have a few laps to make their move, a couple laps, but the 15's been there, almost the whole race now.
Well, we're coming up on, I believe, the white flag lap. We'll see how he does. If he can keep that lead and take the win. And what did I say? The number 9 of Paul Buzzle right on the back bumper of Chris Mathis in the 1.
He's all over him. Looks like he's going to come home maybe second here.
Oh, yeah. Number 1, Chris Mathis takes the win in the heat. Number 9 of Paul Buzzle, P2. The 015 of Suede Melgard. Probably butchered that. Comes in P3.
That was a good race from start to finish. I don't think they were any wrecks at all, were they?
No, I think everybody kept it clean the whole time.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, next up we got our D main, which is 15 lapper, which will lead us obviously into the 25 lap C main.
Looks like we've only got one car gridded up, don't we?
Yeah, right now, but I think they got time. They might have 60 seconds or 2 minutes, I'm not sure. Now it looks like our buddy Dave Trumbley here is going to win this one since it's just him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Vince is explaining it now, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd like to try and pull him up here if we can.
Let me see if I can get him in here.
10-4.
Looks like we got him now, Steve.
Hey, Vince. Why don't you fill us in why we only got one car in our D main here?
Because he gridded up before I could get it advanced, so now he's going to have to suffer the pain and run it.
Oh, hiccups are fun, aren't they?
Yeah, we were telling him he's going to be his own worst enemy.
So, realistically, I mean, he's going to run, what, 15 laps here? What's this going to do to the track? Is he running the high lane just to kind of wear it in, or what's the plan here?
I imagine right now, the way I'm watching right now, he's not thinking anything but running the track. So he may test it a little bit, see what he can and can't do on the track.
So realistically, it's just a free practice for him.
Pretty much.
So fill us in on your heat. What happened there? You had someone dive bomb you?
Yep, somebody that doesn't have enough experience at knowing that when you dive like that, you're not going to hold it, and all you're going to do is affect the end of the race, which I let him know pretty sternly.
Yeah, we caught a little bit on the broadcast. We had to tone it down a little bit, for the viewers at home. But any damage to the car?
Nah, nothing I can't fix. I mean, it still ran strong finishing up, so I wasn't too concerned. These things are like tanks, so I mean, you can beat them up pretty good and still run for a while.
All right, Vince. Well, thanks for joining us. We got a good crowd of racers here watching, and a good crowd of racers on the track. Let's looking forward to the race.
Yeah, me too. I think it's got a good field here. We're going to be pretty fast racers as long as we can keep it clean.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Well, I know we have access to the Holler Boys guys. You wanna bring another one up while we're watching Dave run by himself?
Yeah, you go ahead and take this one, Eric.
Brian in here. Okay, so Brian's making his way over. So Brian, tell us what happened in your race there. What the track feel like and how'd it feel?
I didn't really get a chance to run it too much. I feel like I got put in the only daggone heat with people, non-drivers out there. Screwed it up right off the start, put me in a hole, and then by the time I battled back out of it, I think about 3 more laps I'd have ran down 5th place. But other than that, track felt good, car felt good, and just hopefully we can go out there and, race our way in there.
So it looks like, one of the things is a lot of these guys were able to race with guys they were familiar with. You was definitely in a group that I know you're not too familiar with. How much do you think it'll change if this next race you're with the Scar guys and the Holler Boys guys?
Well, it's always nice to be able to race around people that you know and are familiar with. But coming from asphalt oval over to dirt, a lot of things right there don't transfer as well because we're all not used to being on this dirty stuff. Cars don't handle the same, and people aren't quite as familiar with the cars. So it's just going to be a learning process on how people drive it every single lap.
I know, I practiced with you earlier, and you were definitely faster when the track got some wear on it, so I'm sure you're looking forward to this. So good luck, and bring it home.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll go try.
You. So he's got 3 more laps, Steve.
Yeah, it looks like we're lap 12 here, so about 3 to go. And Eric, realistically, I don't know if we could do this. We could probably try and get into the Scar chat and talk with those guys if we wanted to, but let's wait for now.
Okay. We got
My luck, we'd screw it up.
Yeah, this is our first time trying this, so we're gonna try to get better. So just kind of bear with us with it, and we're gonna try to do more stuff like this. You got the Steve from New York with that New York accent, and you got me in good old West Virginia with the WV accent.
We won't hold it against you, Eric.
Well, I got I got Brian from West Virginia too, so
It's a conversation we've had a bunch of times too, is that you and Brian grew up together and he sounds nothing like you.
I know we literally grew up 2 miles apart, and everybody told me I got the worst end of the accent. So we actually have another guy that grew up probably about 10 minutes from me and Brian. This Joshua Thompson in the 22 car. Brian informed me he's from Gilbert, West Virginia, so he's right from me and Brian. I don't know if he's got the accent or not though, Steve.
Well, maybe we'll find out. So it looks like David Trumbley pulled a Mark Martin and came into the pits a lap before his main was completed. So he's going to come out and finish up.
Okay, I was wondering what was going on there. So it looks like we're getting ready to grid up for the next race.
It appears so.
If everybody will get out of the car, go to the pits and then get out and let it run like a minute or two down, you can advance it.
So we got 3 gridded up right now. So we got Thomas McMullen in this one, who's from the Scar. Jared Crumrun, is he from the IROC series?
It's not a name that sounds familiar to me.
Kyle Simpson. Will Hewitt is from the Scar series, and Carson Thayer.
There we go.
David Trumbley is in this race as well.
Let's go, David! Woo!
So I think I'm gonna take Thomas McMullen here. Who you got, Vince? Or Steve?
They start calling me Brandon while you're at it.
I know. I'm sorry about that, Steve. I'll get it right.
Well, this here says Eric Dotson's in this one. Maybe it hasn't gone green yet. Alan DeFries is quick. Love him or hate him, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. That's for sure.
Alan DeFries is not in this one, is he?
Stand by. Nope, Will Hewitt. Will Hewitt is in the 10. That's what I was thinking. But then again, with Thomas McMillan in the 51, yeah, he's got a good opportunity. He's definitely quick on the dirt, and he ran well in his heat for sure.
Yeah, I think Thomas kind of got in a incident that hurt him in his heat race.
Pace truck's
Green
off.
flag.
All green.
37
Not
with
a
a
great start.
good jump. Looks like the 10 of Will Hewitt had a little delay going there. That high side is just, you get such a good run off the turn. Looks like Thomas slid up and had to get out of it to keep from wrecking, and he dropped back to 4th there.
No, it's a 20 lapper, so he's got some time to read the track conditions and make up some ground. I still got my money on Thomas McMullen.
Not a lot of people is wanting to run the low line unless they're kind of forced to, I don't think. Do you?
Well, it seems like the low line is definitely starting to slick off a little bit, so that might be difficult to run. You look up top, some moisture up there, so that might be where these guys are finding some grip.
Ooh, looked like Will Hewitt got in the wall, but nothing major.
It'll buff out. Hewitt back in the wall. Thomas McMullen around and into the wall.
Man, I hate that for Thomas. I think it's 2 races that something's happened to him like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like that's just kind of the luck that Thomas has every now and again.
Yeah, I mean he was fast. Looked like he kind of just checked up to keep from getting into Will, and the 96 kind of just got into him. Nothing intentional, just racing.
'37 of Carson Thier continues to lead. A little bit of pressure from second place Kyle Simpson. Looks like he has the lead, but nope. 37 fighting back on the high side. Oh, and around the leader goes. Big wreck in 3 and 4. Will Hewitt takes the lead.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if he got loose or what, but that looked like he just came down. He's definitely pushing the car in.
10 to go.
You know, he's sliding up a little bit, you know, kind of getting into Will. I don't think Will's the type that will put up with that too long.
No, I don't think so, but my curiosity is I don't know how much dirt experience Will Hewitt has. Is this something that's new to him? Do you know?
I'm not sure. You know, it looks like he's been smooth the whole race and been fast. I mean, the 32 just kind of sailed it in twice in a row like that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a rookie out there, but I just didn't know he ran any kind of dirt.
Looks like he was. There. Yeah, looks like that might have been a little. Hey, I'm here. You know, watch where you're going. So, looks like Will's getting the run off the turns a lot better.
Definitely seems like he's the faster car right now. That Kyle Simpson running a little bit mid to low line doesn't seem like he's getting the run off that he needs. No, he must have heard me.
Looks like Will's gonna go low here.
Handful of laps to go. Nothing wrong with a little bit of experimentation.
If he can get it to stick coming out of the turn and get it hooked up for that run, I think he'll do good. It looked like he came out of that turn very well. Looked like Kyle got up just a little too high right there. Broke his momentum a little bit.
Unless these two collect each other in the next few laps, this battle's going to come down to Will Hewitt and Kyle Simpson for sure.
I think Will done a great move right there. I think Kyle thought Will was going to come up, and Will ended up kind of riding low, so Kyle couldn't do a crossover on him.
Hewitt still getting a great run off of turn 2.
It's going to be hard for him to catch Will now. It looks like Will's starting to check out.
Yeah, he's got to stay clean for 2 more laps here, it appears. Kyle Simpson just seems to have that car hung way too far out. White flag for Will Hewitt.
He pushed it in there in 1 and 2. But he ain't got a chance.
Well, he didn't take the lead by laying back, and here he comes off of turn 4 to take the checkered flag.
Yeah, I think that was a great win by Will. You know, he kind of got bumped out of the way and never lost his composure and ended up coming back to win it.
Be right back.
So it looks like on the front row here, we got the 31 of Kellen, the 41 of Andrew, the 9 of Braden, the 3 of Alan DeFries, and the 18 of Justin Henson's the top 5. So we got Alan DeFries, Brian Rose, Will Hewitt, all out of Scar or Holler Boys in this one, and Carson Conway. So we'll see how this race pans out. You know, Brian, we talked to Brian earlier, and he was excited to get back out there after getting involved in a little incident.
There's no caution, right? Nope. That's a crappy start.
So here we go. Get ready to go green here. Pace car's off. Everybody's off. Looks like it's going to be maybe 3 wide going into 1.
Get rid, guys. Long race.
A lot of battling going on right now. Looks like the three cars wrecking.
Big pile up going into 1. Unfortunately, 89 of Brian Rose gets caught up in it.
I hate that. He wanted to try to show himself on dirt and got caught up in the first wreck, and now he's caught up in this one.
Let's slide back and see what Carson Conway's up to.
Looks like Carson's running 9th.
Caution. What do you got now?
So it looks like these races have caution.
Restart. Did I get paid for your ready to restart?
Just interested as to how they didn't throw it to that first wreck on the front stretch.
Thought there was no caution except on a bad turn. Dick, it wasn't you. It wasn't your fault. It was the 44 sort of.
Yeah, 44 here now.
So I can hear the drivers talking, and I don't know if you have yours turned on now. There are a lot of jawing going on in this race.
Well, it's funny because I've turned the volume on the chat down multiple times, but it keeps coming back on.
Yeah, there are a lot of jawing going on between these guys. I think there was definitely some aggressive drivers from the beginning on this one. So they do have a quick repair, and for anyone not familiar with iRacing, the quick repair is basically, hey, we're going to give you a new car if you're damaged. So, anybody who does have damage, they can go in the pits right now, use that quick repair, and have a brand new car and be able to come out and compete. Looks like that's probably what Brian Rose done and barely beat the pace truck out.
Now, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't usually run dirt, but if you make it through this particular, this being the B main or what have you, do you get basically another fast repair? Does the car kind of correct itself? Does the crew get to fix things before the next round?
On the heat races, I'm not sure on that. I couldn't tell you. I've ran a couple of these, and I don't remember how that works, to be honest.
Now, I guess there wasn't supposed to be a caution for this.
That's what they were saying. I think a few of the leaders were kind of aggravated with the caution, but I mean, you had a bunch of guys that had wrecked, and I think they were a few people who came in and caused the caution that maybe shouldn't even been here.
Eric, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good looking paint job on that car.
Which car?
That black 89.
Let's go back and look at it here. Let me guess, Steve, you painted it?
No, I didn't paint it. I just, I'm a fan of that black, orange, and white.
One thing, if you all follow Holler Boys, Steve is starting to do a little bit of painting for the Holler Boys teams. I think you done a couple for Carson.
Yeah, I did a couple for Carson. I think I did an Xfinity redo for Josh. Generic one for Holler Boys. We got trouble coming out of two. Will Hewitt's around Big Wreck. Wow, Will Hewitt upside down and into pit lane.
Looks like it collected Alan DeFreeze.
Caution down.
And I guess we're throwing a yellow.
Yeah, I mean, I think, these guys are just being very aggressive right now. The thing about being on the dirt is you're already kind of loose and kind of all over the place, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. Sometimes it's better to back off. I think there were some people lagging on the start. Just heard, Vince over the radio to the drivers say that anybody lagging would be booted next time.
I've got the replay on right now with Will Hewitt here coming off of two. Got clipped in the right rear, spun in front of the pack, got collected for 3 or 4 other cars, and then the Red Bull 96 sent Will over the pit wall and into the pit lane into a barrel roll.
Looks like the 89 of Brian Rose got the lucky dog.
Down low.
Looks like Alan DeFreeze and Will Hewitt, both their day is done with both of them disconnecting from the race.
Unfortunate. 2 superior class auto racing drivers out, 1 wreck.
Yeah, Will won the last race or the race before. He won it, pretty easily once he got his rhythm down.
Now it looks like Brian did get the lucky dog. Let's see if he actually got back on lead lap. I think he might have been 2 laps down. Yeah, it looks like Brian is still 1 lap down. So if they get another... no, maybe he's back on a lead lap. Takes a minute for the timing and scoring to update.
I see, a couple guys are asking for a waiver round. I don't know what Vince's rule on that is. It hasn't been answered in the chat or on the radio yet.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if he's got admins running this or not. I know we talked about us doing it, but brand new broadcast, new admin, that's tough. Oh, we got a little bit of contact under the yellow between the 37 and the 5.
Got Carson in the number 8 running in 6th right now.
Yeah, he's got some bumps and bruises on that race car, but it still seems to be doing okay.
One thing about this race, the 44 and the 1 have been out front the whole time. I guess it's the 41 on the scoring, but it's showing the 1 on his car.
I'd say go by the 1 because that's the paint scheme he's looking for.
Green flag.
Here we go. 44 gets a little bit of a jump there, so we'll see if the 1 can fight everybody off to get single file and try to run him down.
Carson a little slow on the restart. Let's see if he can gather it back up. Good save by the 8. Oh, no, not quite. Around he goes on the front stretch.
Up front, it looks like the 44's got about a car length and a half lead, and the 1 car's coming. Oh, the 59 goes around.
Yeah, I was just going to say he was making some serious time up on the inside, and all of a sudden he gets clipped.
So it looks like they're going to be a 4-car breakaway here, maybe 5-car. It looks like the 32's going to get in on it.
Leader's catching the red car in the front stretch.
Looks like the 1 car is he's going to be able to try to make it move.
5 to go. Oh, 32 in trouble on the front stretch. Sorry, off the 2.
1 car gets under the 44 and then ends up having to back off to keep from wrecking them. So looks like we got a battle for the lead here with 3 to go. Oh, the 1 just spun him. The 1 hit him, got him sideways, and took him around.
Now we got a battle between Andrew Teenold and Dave S.
I'm sure the one car is maybe going to get some frustration took out on him by the 44 after this. Oh,
the 32 car, intentional wreck, not good.
yeah, that was 100% intentional.
Qualified for having this black flag.
I didn't see the 32 and the 1 have any problem, did you?
I didn't, but maybe, somebody's buddy. You know what I mean?
Now the 1 car wrecked the 44, so I mean maybe the 44 and 32 are buddies, and that was kind of a retaliation by him.
Yeah. So my question, I know the 32
They won't be going to the beach to cause
has a
crap like that.
different iRacing number. Do you know what his name was?
The 32.
Did David make it?
Yeah, Kyle Simpson. We talked about him earlier running up front.
David is absolute sad.
Please get this warm up.
All the way from the
So, I mean, that was, I don't know, he had spun on the front stretch a couple laps before that, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think so.
So this is the feature race, correct?
This is the feature. This is the 50 lapper, invert 4.
You still watching the stream, Jordan?
I am,
So we got Joshua Thomas. I'm in the 22. I'm pretty sure he is a West Virginia boy. We got Chris Mathis in here in the number 1 from Scar. Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the 4 from Scar.
I got you, 96.
Vincent Short from Holler Boys and Scar in here. The number 21 car is actually a prospect for Holler Boys to come race for Holler Boys right now, so we'll be keeping an eye on him.
Where's the 21 starting today?
The 21, he's near the back here. He's
Yeah, we got a 21 car wrecking under yellow.
That was not him. I'm not sure with his pronunciation. It's Neuville, maybe. He's Australian.
Yes. Neville Ulf. And the Bass
Neville
Pro
Ulf.
Shops 21. Smitty's Race Designs.
Yeah, so he put in an application to join Holler Boys, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye on him.
Looks like we've got Brian Rose joining us up here in the broadcast booth.
Hey guys, how's it going? Man, I can't catch a break.
What's going on, Brian?
Green flag.
Guess I'm just gonna sit around and watch this race now.
So here we go, green. Josh Thomas he's from Gilbert, correct, Brian?
He is.
Trouble already.
So it looks like no caution was thrown there, and Josh Thomas is the leader right now with second and third place side by side. Looks like a caution just came out.
Clear. I don't know why you can't hear Earl. Can you hear me? Did not hear him call that caution.
So what happened that second time, Brian? I know we brought you up the first time and you got collected. I didn't see you. Steve called it out, but kind of the same thing, wasn't it?
You got a good
Yeah, just some hard racing up front, and I don't know. I think the 3 car he got a little squirrely coming out of 4, and it just he went down to the bottom, tried to save it, brought it right back up in front of me in the whole field. Really wasn't nowhere to go. I had a car on the high side, and wrong place, wrong time.
So it looks like we've got one Holler Boys racer in the field, and Vincent Short, and we got the 21 as maybe a possible Holler Boys driver.
Yeah, he definitely he reached out to us right before this race, and definitely interested. So we'll keep an eye on him, and hopefully, he does good tonight, and we'll get to know him and see where it goes.
Looks like Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the Ford needs a new paint and body guy.
With his scheme,
that car's all rusted out.
It's probably set since the last time Bobby's been on dirt. I haven't heard of Bobby getting on dirt a lot.
I tell you, it looks like it's been sitting in the Dale Jr. graveyard for about 5 years.
The Scar League is starting up a dirt series, so I'm sure a lot of those guys got in here not just for the money, but got in here to try to get some practice on some dirt. It's they're doing a 4-race season, and then it's supposed to be in the plans for now on.
I'd love to share the excitement in the dirt, but you know how I feel about it.
We know you do not like dirt, Steve. You're our road course specialist.
We make jokes, but I'm not a huge fan of dirt, but it is kind of fun to get out there and turn right to go left,
Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely different when you have the feeling of the asphalt on the road race. So tell us a little bit about the leader, Brian. You kind of know him, don't you?
Yeah, he does. He helps me out a little bit. I'm not a big computer guy, but he does a lot of streaming. Got a lot of followers. Black Diamond Gaming. You go and follow that, and he's always on iRacing. He's always turning laps, and it's usually on dirt. He's pretty good. So look forward to seeing what he can do to bring the field around here.
He started on the pole and not gave it up yet.
Got a guy jumping on taking it 3 wide in the back.
Got some good battling going on all over the track right now.
Oh, 33 gets turned. 33 turned off the nose of the one of Chris Mathis. Yeah, big wreck in 3.
Now, Brian, one of the questions me and Steve had earlier, does the fast repair carry over, or is it just a one-time deal?
I believe that it carries over, but I'm not sure on that.
So, I mean, if I use it in a heat, will I still get it in the feature?
I'm truly not sure about that. I never got to make it far enough. I used mine in that last main, and now I'm out, so I'm not really sure of the rules on that one.
Now, Brian, I guess the other question is, say you're in heat 1 and you got damage, but you don't burn that fast repair. Does the car kind of get fixed between heat 1 and then the next time you're on track?
I was wondering that myself, because going out in that first heat, I did get some damage. The car was still fast, though, in that heat, despite the damage. It takes a lot to beat these cars up. But, my car was fixed coming out for the B main or C main.
this is a 50 lap race here in this feature, and it looks like we're on lap 12 right now.
Leaders are hanging way back. Holy hell.
Vince Short mired back here in 18th position. See if he can work his way through the field here.
Let's sum up the top 10 here. We got Jordan McAvoy. Looks like Josh Thomas running P1, Jordan McAvoy P2, Kyle Jarrett in third, Bobby Hamilton Jr. fourth, Chris Mathis fifth, Robert Pierce the third, or 3, number 6. P7 is Zach Nunner. 8th is Paul Buzzle, an IROC guy. He's pretty quick. P9 is Swade Melgard, butchered. P10, Knox Lumley, the 124. Doing my best, boys. I'm really trying.
You're doing great.
Your voice was made for this, Steve.
I think Vince will definitely, if he don't get caught up in a wreck, he'll definitely be at the front before this race is over.
Carson Conway, welcome to the broadcast booth.
How you doing, Steve?
How are you, Carson? You're up in the booth. It can't be that good.
Yeah, I'm just watching and waiting.
So it looks like we're going green. Here we go.
Looking from the leaders right there.
Yeah, 22 had a little hesitation there. Looks like the 45's putting some pressure on old Josh right now.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, go ahead, Carson.
Make me an admin.
Ooh, looks like a wreck.
Big trouble in turn 3.
I think this race is going to come down to whoever keeps the fenders on it.
Yeah, it'll be a race of attrition here. Who has the faster car towards the end of the race?
Now, Carson, I gotta ask. You run a little bit of dirt. What was your feelings on this this event here tonight so far?
Oh, well, once the track gets slicked off, it becomes a whole different racetrack in itself. And you're fighting a race. You're fighting a racetrack along with other cars that can't. It's hard to hold a line.
So you know me. I'm a road course guy. I hardly run any dirt. I probably turned laps at one dirt track in my life, and it wasn't even a real dirt track. It was an iRacing dirt track. But when it starts to slick off, where's the fast place to be? Up high, down low, or is it really driver preference?
Driver preference. I typically like up high and in the middle. I'm not necessarily a down low guy.
One thing right here, Steve, is going to be interesting. That middle lane is real good and black right now. It's good and slick. And the one thing that you take away from that, you watch these cars, you can see who's trying to run wide open. The rear ends are going to snap around on these cars, and the best thing to do is kind of feather it around through there, let those tires get some traction, and then you can really take off.
So that darkened area, is that where the track's taking rubber?
Oh yeah, it's taking rubber right there. It's good and packed up right there, slicked up.
So that's what we call go fast.
Yeah, that's the go fast around too if you're not careful.
Yeah, when we was in practice earlier, me and Brian was out practicing a lot together, and a lot of people was either running real high up against the wall or real low and kind of avoiding the whole middle.
It seems like the higher you run, the more grip you're really going to get.
I tell you who is good on that bottom when the track gets wore that I practiced with was Chris Mathis. He really knew how to make the car stick.
Chris Mathis on the bottom?
Chris Mathis on the bottom. I think he was toying with me and Brian there for a few laps, and he got on the bottom and he just let it rip, didn't he, Brian?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Chris Mathis, he's good in anything he sits in.
High, lower, middle, he's quick.
He's very high right now.
That's legal in a few states. Joshua Thomas in the 22 continues to lead. Kyle Jarrett in the 45 right up on the rear end. Jordan McAvoy P3, Chris Mathis in fourth. Zach Leonard rounds out the top five.
So you got Chris and Bobby now together here. Chris is gonna be tough right here, I think. Now that he's got to that low side, he was quick down there.
I think he's playing a little conservative right now, not trying to use up or show anybody his hand there on that bottom line the way he can really take off.
I'll tell you who's definitely not afraid of showing their hand. It's at 45 of Kyle Jarrett. He is pushing real hard to take that lead position.
He is filling Josh's mirror up right now.
It's like the leaders are all running that bottom line, and further on back in the pack, you got some guys trying that top side. See if that works out. Maybe they can find some grip up there.
Tell you, interestingly enough, the fastest car in the track is Bobby Hamilton Jr. up in P6.
I think if Chris could get around this 21 car right here, I believe that he could set sail for third place pretty easily. We got a wreck on the track.
Caution's out. I think Chris had completed the pass, hadn't he?
That's a shame. Paul Buzzle in the 9 car. He's a quick shoe for sure. Collected in that wreck.
And it looks like the 33 just gave that car a little push and got him sideways, and nowhere to go on in through the back of the pack from there. Looks like Carson or Vince got collected in a little bit.
Looks like Vince is trying to check the steering and front suspension to make sure everything's nice and tight. Car doesn't appear to be too damaged.
I think these cars, they can have a lot of damage even if it doesn't look like the body's hurt, as far as with the offset tires when knocking it out of line. And, I think either Vince is saving something or he may have an issue like that going on.
Yeah, I mean, you knock the toe out anything, it changes the game for sure. Makes you wonder if Vince can just quick disconnect his steering wheel and fix it that way.
I've knocked the line out of these things and not even get any body damage with it or any X's. So, hopefully he's just laying back and trying to burn some laps till he makes his move. So we got Steve Smiley getting a wave around. Looks like Devin Whitlock got a wave around here.
Devin's pretty quick too. It's interesting that he's even in need of a wave around.
We're on lap 32 now, so I think you're going to see these guys get a lot more aggressive now.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting here seeing if the top two can break out to anything. I know this Kyle Jarrett's front bumper dents match awful well to Thomas's rear bumper there.
I think Chris Mathis gets lined out. I think he'll be there challenging the 22 and 45.
And these leaders are really dropping back on that pace truck.
And they're green.
Top two get off to a real good restart. 22 of Josh Thomas takes the lead off of 2. Kyle Jarrett getting pressure from Jordan McAvoy in P3.
Oh,
Chris Mathis really not giving him an inch. Yellow is out again.
But that took out half the field right there.
I didn't actually see what happened. Did you guys?
Yeah, I saw it. We'll go back and replay it here.
Get him out of here. Okay. You're kicking me for...
Looks like Chris Mathis just kind of...
Everybody slow down. I called it way before you got up on us.
Chris Mathis, Jordan McAvoy just comes up into Chris Mathis there and sort of they get turned into and everybody starts checking up behind them and it's just a demolition derby after that.
I'm watching the replay right now and Chris had a great run on the outside going into 1. Clipped the right rear of the 422 of Jordan McAvoy and just could not get off him. I don't believe it was intentional. Chris doesn't typically race that way, but it is what it is and gets collected by 3 other cars behind Chris.
Yeah, looking back at it, it don't look intentional. It's a tough deal that, there was a lot of cars got involved in it.
Looks like Chris got some damage too, so he's in pit lane getting things fixed.
That's the thing with the dirt that's so much different than the asphalt. You kind of have to predict where the car in front of you is going to go.
Well, that too. I mean, when your car is already yawed out, there's not a whole lot you can do if you've already gotten into somebody.
Anybody else is not going to advance your position. When it goes yellow, you have people call it out, slow down.
Don't look like Chris's body on his car got hurt too bad, except for maybe the left rear.
No, but we're going to be less than 10 to go when we go back to green here, it looks like. So he's just trying to get everything nice and tight before we go back. So right now, before we go back to green, top 10, we got Josh Thomas in first place, Kyle Jarrett second, Jordan McAvoy in third. Fourth goes to Zach Nunner. Fifth, Knox Lumley. Sixth, number 9, Paul Buzzle. Seventh is Bobby Hamilton Jr. Eighth, Alex Tejan. Sorry if I butchered it. Ninth is Holler Boys Racing's Vincent Short. And 10th is Neville Ulf.
Quite possibly soon to be a holler boy there in the PTM position.
You know, he's a great candidate if we're looking for somebody to run dirt. That's for sure.
We'll see if anybody can do anything with the 22 and 45. They've been the top two all race.
And Brian, were you saying that Neville's from Australia?
Yeah, he's from down under.
How about that? Those guys love their dirt racing, that's for sure.
Yes,
It's going to be interesting in the competition meetings, him getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Back to green, Josh Thomas gets a really good jump. Carries the lead into 1 and 2. 45 Cal Jarrett, keeping pace. Third place, Jordan McAvoy, looking to the inside of the 45.
Josh is hoping that the 45 can stay back there battling, which he does. So I think it's going to be a good race to the finish here.
I will say, with about 8 to go, the number 9 of Paul Buzzle has definitely worked his way up into the top 5 after an early race spin.
He's on that low side, and it's so hard to keep that momentum that you need on that low side. Looks like the 45's going to give the 22 all he wants here.
From 6 on back, they've been racing pretty hard side by side here, and it's allowed the top 5 to sort of break away. And there's a wreck here coming out of 4. Big wreck.
You know, it's the second car tonight to barrel roll over pit wall and into pit lane. I will say that Will Hewitt was able to get the car completely into pit lane.
Who was involved in this one?
Lucky dog on the inside.
Looks like the 24 just got loose getting into 3, middle of 3 and 4. He got up in those marbles there, and the 33 just couldn't get it woed up and clipped him.
Brian, who's driving that 24?
That would be Knox Lumley.
Did you any racing a modified now?
Yeah, something like that.
Looking at the replay here, coming off of
I don't know how my
2 going into 3.
Literally nailed Knox.
24 takes the high line and gets a little bit of help
Where you run at,
from
Judge?
the 33. Gets crossed up, and 33 just sends him the rest of the way around. Nothing really he could do at that point. 33 comes down, gets collected by the 111 car. Barrel rolls down through 3 and 4, ends up in pit lane.
No, he was just saying that because my car looks like a modified because of how dented and messed up it is.
A lot of beat up cars out there, so we'll see what happens. You know, it's going to be a shootout here.
Only hopped in
I think you're going to see people doing things they normally wouldn't do.
iRacing. I was using the PlayStation controller and put the skills to the test. I wish I had money for it, but college kind of puts a damper on that.
Yeah, another struggle.
This is going to be a shootout.
Running the end of this week, maybe, hopefully.
What do you got?
I think the 22 of Joshua Thomas has led every lap of this race.
So what am I going to hop in there?
But at 45, if it would stay green, I think at 45 would have been able to get by him. So now looks like we're going to have a green-white checker.
Virginia, yeah, I'll throw you in it for a lap or two.
Well, I just got back Monday driving from Florida to Wisconsin. That was an 18-hour drive.
Sounds fun.
Never again.
So here we go.
I'm going to have 3 attempts here at a green-white checkered.
Keep an eye on the 21 at Neville Lope. He is running in the top 10, P7 here. We're going green.
Looks like Josh got out to a little jump, but 45's not giving him nothing.
Welcome to the booth, Vince.
Hello, fellas.
Turn up your mic, sir.
Oh, we got some good races.
Oh, he saved it.
Three wide for second.
Sorry, Trevor.
All Thomas has got to do now is just hit his marks, and he's home free.
Last lap.
Yeah, 45 went in way too hard and lost his momentum and broke everybody else's.
Good job, Josh.
Josh Thomas comes home with the win. Second goes to Zach Nunner. Jordan McAvoy in third place. Paul Buzzle in the number 9 comes home fourth.
Do I get to pay out for the hard charger award?
Fifth is Alex Tejan.
Wow.
Just all in his purse or what?
Top 3, make sure you message me on iRacing. Top qualifier, make sure you message me on iRacing with what you finished or what you got. Top qualifier for second or third.
So what do you think about the race tonight, Steve?
I got a question, just in case I would have gotten top 3.
Well, it was
How much
interesting,
money
to
do you
say
get
the
for top
least.
3?
I mean,
Hold on a second.
you know,
I'll
dirt's
pull
not
the
my
chart
thing,
up.
but it was still fun to watch. You got a big field here with a bunch of guys that some have really good experience, a lot of experience on dirt. Some have very little, clearly.
No.
Some are too aggressive, but it was a good show. What about you, Eric?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, I think they were a few guys that probably need to practice a little more before they come in here, but we had some good races. Back to, you know, Will Hewitt winning one of the heat races. That was one of the better races.
Where's the money coming from?
There was another one. I don't remember which one or who won it, but it was a kind of a photo finish. So I think they were a lot of talent in here.
Yeah, a lot of times it's fun because those heat races tend to be
Stand by, I'll get it to
better
you in
than
just a
feature
second.
in a lot of cases.
All right.
What do you think, Brian?
I think that I would have much rather been down there driving than up here talking to you guys. No offense, but yeah, just some rough luck here tonight in the heat and the main. And, you know, just looking forward to getting out there and getting back at it full time next week and getting ready to go after some more championships here, guys.
Affirmative.
I see how.
All right, thanks for those. No problem, guys. Hopefully I'll have a little bit cleaner one.
He's all about himself.
He still had fun.
But no, guys, you all in the booth, y'all did good tonight. I mean, couldn't ask for no better. Wish we'd had you down there racing with us, but we know getting Steve out on dirt's like pulling teeth out of a duck. So, maybe next time.
Well, I'm going to get stuck racing one of these dirt races here. I think probably at Bristol here in the IROC Challenge Series the next few weeks. So you'll see me out here eventually.
I think it's Charlotte Dirt.
Is it Charlotte Dirt? Okay, well, it's still dirt, so it is what it is. It's just a big ass round sandbox, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's some good old Charlotte Dirt. Again, me and Steve and Carson will be running the IROC mini series challenge tomorrow. That's broadcasted by what is that, Steve?
Soap Tires Broadcasting, I believe it is. We'll post a link up on the Holler Boys Facebook page as well in case y'all want to watch. Don't forget Cody Harger from Superior Class Auto Racing. He's running that with us as well. He's going to be fun to watch too.
So try to watch us tomorrow, and we're going to do more live streams like this, more broadcasting and having more fun with it like we did tonight. Kind of bear with us. We're trying to get better at this, and we'll do the best we can.
We're certainly not the best, but we're not the worst. So that's all we can do is try and get better.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, for Eric Dotson, I'm Steve Singer. This was the cash race at Bristol. Thanks to Vincent Short for putting that up and hosting this. We really appreciate it. It was a good time, and we'll see you next time.